Hello, Yankees fans. We have a lot to cover today, and the latest development from the Bronx are truly buzzing. The offseason has been a whirlwind, and now, as spring training approaches, we are finally starting to see some clarity on the roster. If you have been following the Yankees closely, you know this period has been packed with moves, rumors, and surprises that could completely shape the team for the season ahead. So, settle in, because there are plenty of updates that every true fan needs to hear. First up, let's talk about Marco Luciano, a player whose name has been floating around the transaction wire for months. After a hectic series of claims and waivers, Luciano has officially cleared waivers and has been assigned outright to Triple-A Scranton/Wilkes-Barre. This marks the end of a roller coaster ride for the 24-year-old, who has seen multiple teams claim him over the last few months. Starting as a highly regarded prospect with the San Francisco Giants, he eventually made stops with the Pittsburgh Pirates and Baltimore Orioles before landing in New York. Now, while he is no longer on the 40-man roster, he remains in the Yankees system as depth, with a likely invitation to big league spring training. For Luciano, this clarity must feel like a breath of fresh air after being on the edge of roster uncertainty all winter. Luciano's path through the minors was impressive and packed with potential. Originally a shortstop, he was once considered a future cornerstone, potentially the successor to Brandon Crawford in San Francisco. However, defensive struggles and a move to left field altered his trajectory, and he has spent recent seasons trying to adjust to a new position while maintaining his offensive output. At the Triple-A level over the past 2 seasons, he has accumulated over 900 plate appearances, hitting 33 home runs in hitter-friendly environments and drawing walks at a strong clip. Yet, the strikeouts remain a concern, with nearly 30% in the minors and over 35% in limited major league appearances. Despite this, his youth pedigree and power potential make him an intriguing depth option for the Yankees. The organization seems poised to explore Luciano's versatility, officially listing him as an infielder and outfielder. While he only played the outfield last season, the Yankees could test him on the dirt in spring training, which would give them valuable flexibility. He bats right-handed, which is a notable advantage given the Yankees' lineup has been heavily left-handed, and adding balance could pay dividends against lefty pitching. Even with no options remaining, Luciano's limited service time provides a rare opportunity for the team to control him for several seasons if he eventually earns a promotion back to the majors. Essentially, this move represents a low-risk investment with potential high reward, a depth strategy that fits the Yankees' philosophy heading into a competitive season. Now, shifting focus to the major league lineup, there is increasing attention on the team's right-handed hitting situation. The Yankees have relied heavily on lefties in recent seasons, taking advantage of the short right field porch at Yankee Stadium. However, this lack of balance has left them vulnerable against strong left-handed pitchers, and front office sources have confirmed that adding a right-handed bat remains a priority before pitchers and catchers report. While the free agent market has offered limited options, insiders indicate that several potential right-handed hitters are under consideration, with the goal of strengthening the lineup and improving overall depth. One name that has gained significant attention is Ty France, a versatile player who spent part of last season with the Minnesota Twins before being traded to the Toronto Blue Jays. France's American League East experience, combined with his ability to play multiple infield positions, makes him a particularly appealing candidate. Last season, he hit over 250 in average, with strong on-base and slugging metrics, while providing 10 outs above average defensively. This defensive reliability, combined with positional versatility, would allow the Yankees to optimize matchups and rotations, ensuring that injuries or underperformance in the infield could be absorbed without drastically impacting the team's competitiveness. France's combination of health, average, and versatility makes him an ideal candidate to balance the heavily left-handed lineup and shore up infield depth. As the Yankees look to finalize their roster for spring training, the organization is clearly focused on constructing a team that can compete at a high level from opening day. Adding a player like France or a similar right-handed bat addresses both immediate lineup needs and longer-term strategic planning. The team's focus on balance and depth highlights and understanding that over a long season, versatility and adaptability can make the difference between contention and falling short. Even as spring training approaches, the Yankees remain proactive, exploring every potential avenue to ensure that the roster is prepared for the challenges ahead. In addition to infield and lineup considerations, the waiver wire has already brought its share of drama. In a surprise move, the Los Angeles Dodgers claimed outfielder Michael Chauney from the Yankees. The 26-year-old has had a nomadic offseason, moving between several organizations in a matter of months. While his major league batting numbers have been modest, his defensive prowess and base running abilities have consistently drawn attention. Over 1,000 major league innings, primarily in center field, Chauney has earned high marks for defensive runs saved and overall defensive impact. On the base path, he has maintained a strong stolen base success rate, demonstrating that his value goes beyond just hitting. Despite this, the Dodgers saw enough value to add him, leaving the Yankees without a speed and defense option that had been part of their roster depth plans. Chauney's departure illustrates the unpredictable nature of roster management in today's game, where players can change organizations multiple times in a short span. For the Yankees, the focus now shifts back to building around the players they can retain, while strategically filling gaps with the right-handed bat target and maximizing the potential of younger players like Luciano. Depth, versatility, and balance remain the key themes as the team navigates off-season decisions and prepares for spring training. The emphasis on complementary players, those who can impact both offense and defense, demonstrates a thoughtful approach to roster construction that aligns with the Yankees' ongoing pursuit of sustained competitiveness. As we move forward, the narrative for the Yankees is clear. Maintain promising talent like Luciano in the system, seek the right-handed addition to balance the lineup, and continue developing depth across positions. Every move, from Triple-A assignments to potential signings, is part of a broader strategy to assemble a team capable of enduring the rigors of the season while maintaining a competitive edge. Fans can expect the front office to remain active, analyzing options, and making precise moves that could determine how the Yankees perform in crucial games against divisional rivals and playoff contenders. The foundation being laid now is about both immediate competitiveness and long-term flexibility, ensuring that the Bronx Bombers enter the season prepared for anything. Continuing with the latest from the Bronx, the Yankees' hunt for a right-handed bat has intensified, and this offseason saga is shaping up to be one of the most intriguing storylines heading into spring training. The team's heavy reliance on left-handed hitters has been a talking point for months, and the front office clearly understands that balance is critical if they want to avoid being overmatched by elite southpaws. Several names have surfaced in discussions, but Ty France continues to emerge as a particularly compelling option. His combination of league experience, positional flexibility, and solid offensive numbers make him a player who could contribute immediately while providing insurance across multiple spots in the infield. France's performance last year demonstrates exactly why the Yankees are considering him. Hitting for a mid-range average while posting a strong on-base percentage shows a player who can get on base consistently, and his slugging ability indicates some pop in the bat to support a lineup that has relied on left-handed power. Beyond the numbers, his defensive skill set is a major selling point. He has the capacity to play first, second, and third base, which is invaluable for a team with question marks behind the plate and in the infield. Injuries are inevitable over the course of a long season, and France's ability to step in and maintain stability at multiple positions allows the Yankees to preserve their rotation of starters without sacrificing defensive integrity. The Yankees are not just focused on France, however. The team has been evaluating several right-handed options to see which one fits best into the dynamic of the current roster. Speed, power, and defensive versatility are all factors in their decision-making process. Adding the right bat could dramatically improve the lineup's performance against left-handed pitching, which has been a weakness in recent seasons. This is not a move purely about statistics. It's about creating balance, strategy, and flexibility so that the Yankees can adapt to the challenges they will face in the American League East. Every pitcher matchup, every late-inning scenario, and every potential playoff game requires a roster that can respond effectively. And this right-handed addition could be the piece that completes the puzzle. Meanwhile, Marco Luciano remains a key story within the organization. Although he is now a non-roster player, his presence in Triple-A provides the Yankees with depth and potential upside. His ability to hit for power, combined with patience at the plate, offers a chance to see if he can adjust to higher-level pitching. The team's decision to list him as an infielder/outfielder suggests a willingness to experiment and maximize his value. In spring training, fans will get a first-hand look at how the coaching staff plans to use him. And if Luciano can make adjustments to reduce strikeouts while maintaining his power, he could be a surprise contributor later in the season. For now, he provides reassurance that the organization retains a talented young player who has the tools to make an impact if given the opportunity. The Dodgers' claim of Michael Chauney is another element that emphasizes the fast-moving nature of baseball roster management. While the Yankees lose a defensive and speed asset, the transaction also highlights the importance of timing, strategy, and opportunity. Chauney's ability to steal bases, cover ground in the outfield, and provide defensive stability makes him valuable, but he has not yet demonstrated sustained offensive production in the majors. The Yankees' focus remains on finding players who offer consistent, reliable contributions both at the plate and in the field, and the pursuit of a right-handed bat fits perfectly into that framework. The team must balance the potential upside of young players with the immediate needs of the major league squad, and each decision is a careful calculation designed to maximize competitive advantage. Spring training is just around the corner, and excitement is building around how these roster moves will play out on the field. Coaches and management are likely already mapping out scenarios, determining how to integrate right-handed bats like France, while keeping players like Luciano engaged and developing. Depth players may see time in both the infield and outfield, giving the Yankees flexibility to respond to injuries or slumps without compromising overall performance. The ability to mix and match lineups, adjust to pitchers, and maintain defensive balance is what separates playoff teams from the rest. And the Yankees appear committed to building a roster capable of navigating those challenges successfully. The importance of balance extends beyond the batter-pitcher matchups. It also affects in-game strategy, bullpen usage, and even base running. Having versatile players who can slot into multiple positions allows the manager to make aggressive moves with confidence, knowing the team has coverage behind him. France's ability to handle first, second, or third base, combined with Luciano's power and potential, provides the Yankees with options that can influence game planning and lineup decisions throughout the season. The team is clearly constructing a roster with foresight, ensuring that every piece has a purpose and contributes to the bigger picture of sustained competitiveness. Fans should pay attention to how the Yankees approach spring training, particularly with new additions like France and returning prospects like Luciano. Every plate appearance, defensive shift, and matchup will be under scrutiny, not just for performance, but to see how the pieces fit together. The offseason moves, waiver acquisitions, and minor league assignments all point to a strategy designed to maximize flexibility, balance, and long-term potential. For a team aiming to contend in one of the toughest divisions in baseball, these careful, strategic moves could make a significant difference in the standings. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. Whispers are growing louder around the Bronx, and they center on a captain who may have reached his limit. According to sources close to the clubhouse, Aaron Judge's patience with the current direction of the Yankees is wearing thin, fueling speculation about an internal standoff that could soon spill into public view. The face of the franchise, long seen as a stabilizing presence, is now rumored to be pushing hard for elite reinforcements, signaling that status quo will no longer suffice. The talk is not about minor tweaks or developmental promises. Insiders describe a demand for immediate, top-tier help, the kind that signals ambition rather than hope. Judge is said to believe the roster, as constructed, places an unfair burden on a handful of stars and leaves too little margin for error over a long season. In private conversations, He has reportedly questioned whether the organization is matching its historic standards with equally bold decisions. What has truly raised eyebrows is the alleged warning attached to those demands. People familiar with the situation claim Judge has made it clear that if meaningful moves do not materialize, he may be prepared to voice his frustrations openly. For a franchise that values controlled messaging and internal resolution, the idea of its captain publicly criticizing the front office represents a potential crisis of authority and image. Around the league, rival executives are watching closely. Some interpret the rumors as a calculated pressure tactic, others as a genuine breaking point for a player who has carried both symbolic and literal weight for years. Within the Yankees fan base, the speculation has sparked a mix of anxiety and reluctant understanding, as many share the feeling that greatness requires decisive action. For now, nothing is official, and the organization maintains its usual silence. Yet the sense persists that a turning point is approaching. Whether this ends in bold acquisitions, quiet reconciliation, or an unprecedented public rift, one thing seems clear. The captain's voice is growing harder to ignore, and the Yankees may soon have to choose how they respond. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.